Okay, so Sagittarius. The original Sagittarius, December 18th to January 18th. Blue topaz, garnet, Jupiter, Thursday, the archer, tin, agate, liver, ovaries, testes. Almost looks like they're dancing. Good. All right, what can we get for Sagittarius here? Whoa, that was quick. Okay, we've got the Fool in reverse. So you're maybe not so much, you're more in your you're adulting right now. You're not in your childlike energy, which is unfortunate because that's good for manifestation. You've gone, you're not jumping off the cliff and anything, if anything, you're just kind of being kept in place, if that makes sense. Eight of Cups. You've decided to go on your healing journey, or at least you've embarked on it. I'm not saying that you're fully into it. It doesn't feel like the energy like it's full force right here. But you yourself are the Nine of Coins so far. You are self-sufficient. You don't technically need a partner, but you very well could be in a partnership. I've got the two gems on either side here. That's the purple. That would be your third eye, which is also amethyst if you want to amp that up a little bit, Sagittarius. On your journey, there's not going to be as much emotion as you think it's going to be. As long as you're not holding to it, like clinging to it, you can flow with the emotions that come and go. And you can feel what you need to. You may at this time be staying up at night looking at the stars a lot, and you're doing a lot of thinking. This staff that he's holding here, it's got an engravement of a person's face. So maybe there's a specific ancestor or somebody that's passed on that you're constantly talking to. They're listening. Your brain itself is going to be having conversation as long as they're constructive and they're not hurting you or telling you to hurt others. You can get certain messages coming in. The minute it's destructive, then that's not your energy. That's a projection. It's not necessarily your energy to carry. This could be a low vibrational frequency or entity. So you could just tell it to F off. Plain and simple. If you're getting the thoughts of negative feelings or emotions, especially towards other people, and you're like, that's not how I truly feel, or that's not really what I want to feel right now, I want to heal, then you have the choice to whether or not you're going to listen to those negative energies. Okay? And the fact that you're adulting right now, you might be needing to have some fun. Maybe let loose a little bit, go out and play, be creative. If you used to be an artist, maybe get back in touch with painting or something like that. I'd highly suggest doing something for yourself. And if you can't do that, that's okay too. If you're too busy, let's say your business is not allowing you to perform. Hold on for the noise here just a second. Oh, a van just passed by. It says painting by Louise. Anyways, if you're not, don't have enough time, then it's only what you set time for. So let's say 30 minutes. I'm going to set time aside just to do a sketch or a drawing. Go outside, sit and draw a flower or whatever comes to my head. You can do that. Because you've let some of that inner child go and you've become disconnected, it can inhibit your abilities to manifest certain things, or it can also manifest if you've got some guilt or unresolved things in there, or maybe some past traumas that can be manifesting outwards. If you're protected, it's going to go to somebody that you love, unfortunately, that may not be so protected. If you want to get back in touch with your inner child and start doing more things, you open up, I wouldn't say a portal, but you open up the energy to receive and maybe heal. Maybe you're a healer, right? Maybe you're a healing energy. And since you've cut that part of yourself out, it's created a yellow Volkswagen. It's created a bit of a stifle in your life. A bit of like I've lost the joy for what it is that I do. Family tree, something to do with family tree. Venus coming in. Let's see, what else can we get for Sagittarius? Smart. You're very intelligent. You know better when you make certain decisions that you shouldn't. We all do. I'm sure. Most of us do. If you were tapped into your gifts before and they've disappeared, it could very well be because you're not listening to your inner child. You're not listening to source. You're not listening to your higher self. So if you get the urge to go out and pick flowers and put them in a little vase and you're like, nah, I don't have the time for that. Well, you just denied yourself. If you get the urge to go out and grab some flowers to make some tea because you know about herbs and flowers and stuff like that, and you know that this will be healthy for you, like chamomile or dandelion is something, and you're like, no, I don't got the time for that. I'd rather sit here and watch TV. Or if you know that you're a healer and you're not reading up on certain things to help somebody, yourself or a loved one, and you're like, no, I don't have the time for that. I'm too stressed or something like that. You're denying yourself access every time. You're literally cutting yourself off from your gifts. And slowly over time, those certain things may turn into ailments, or they may turn into blockages, or they may turn into chaos or conflict in your life. Even if you love sitting out and listening to the birds, go do it. Yeah, Queen of Coins in reverse. So just because you have the monetary stuff, just because you have your luxuries and everything like that, you still feel like this pit. This kind of like empty feeling, like there's something, like you should be doing something, but you're not doing it. Now, go easy on yourself. This is a learning process. We're all learning here. So don't beat yourself up or anything like that just because you're not doing something. Just realize that when you get those urges, that's your higher self, especially when they're good for you. That's your higher self. And you could very well turn into the Queen of Clubs. You could very well turn into the Queen of Coins in reverse, which isn't necessarily the greatest energy to be in. And, you know, you kind of ruin all that you worked for previous to that. Your nine of Coins energy. And considering the Nine of Coins energy, I think came out, I think it was before the Fool, then you went from being your independent self to being in a more, like, stuck in the matrix, doing what you're supposed to be doing, kind of like drone energy. Again, if enforcement, yeah, maybe you're feeling like you need to be forced to do certain things. Like, if I don't act like this, then I'm going to be treated this way. If I don't act like this, then people are going to think of me a certain way and I lose my credibility or my status. Or if I don't do this by the rules, then I'm going to be punished in some way. No, you're not. No, you're not. I don't care what anybody says. If you're not living your authentic life and you're being true to yourself and loving up on yourself and doing what it is that brings you joy, makes you happy, then the only person that's going to be inflicting anything on you is yourself. And if you're highly protected, then you're going to be inflicting pain on the people around you. Let that sink in. Okay? Enforcement. Yeah. Act of enforcing. Compulsion. A giving of force or effect, a putting in execution as law. If you are condemning other people based on your own miserable intentions or your feelings towards yourself or your emptiness, or you know somebody that's doing this, you know this. Maybe this is you, and maybe this is the Queen of Coins in reverse. Maybe this is a mother-daughter figure or something like that. You know somebody has threatened you in the past, and constantly you listen to them, but it never seems to work out in your favor. There always seems to be something else, or you still seem to be miserable or carrying all the burdens or something like that. You're doing their dirty work. You're carrying their burdens. On top of that, you're denying and ignoring yourself. Okay? Bucket. Is there a bucket list? A vessel in which water is drawn or carried. You yourself are a vessel. You yourself carry water, which is energy. You yourself carry your own vibrational frequency. If you're kicking the bucket, or you're emptying the bucket, or you're just carrying other people's buckets and doing all the work, that's not fair to you. Okay, BUCICET. Risk, hazard. Peril, jeopardy, to hazard, to dare or to undertake. So I'm getting the Undertaker vibe here. Like, what are you doing for other people that has nothing to do with yourself? What are you aligning to? Or is it a risk of you abandoning yourself? Is it a risk? Is it like the whole vibe of Walking Dead here? If you're putting yourself in harm's way just to please other people, it's not okay. I speak from experience. And I just seen a monarch butterfly. If you're putting yourself at risk just to please another person and you're constantly letting yourself down to please another person, that is not okay. I love you. I've always loved you for who you are because I've loved myself enough to say that. Okay? If you don't love you and you don't see your worth and value, that's a problem. Because it's in there. It's always been in there. Nobody could take that from you. You deny yourself. I feel like I'm speaking to somebody specifically. Okay, I gotta tap out of that one. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna take a sip of tea here. Not trying to promote nothing, so that I'm not getting paid for. Okay. It feels like I've been giving you a lecture right now. And I don't even feel like it's my place to do so. I'm just reading the cards and the energy. It's intense. Whatever you're going through right now, I completely understand for the most part this energy. I have lived it. I've been through it. And I've been scrutinized for being my authentic self. I've been put down. I've been made fun of, even down to my eyeliner. The clothes I wear, the way I wear my hair, how fat or skinny I've become at the time, what I'm doing for my job or who I'm with in my relationship. I've always had people come down on me hard in judgment. Why? Because they were not fulfilled within themselves. And it's hard. It's hard to take, especially when you love and care about your family so much and they turn on you in that way because they have a lack of understanding or love for themselves. Or they've given up on their dreams and abilities or any of their talents. It's hard. Blunder. To err stupidly, to stumble, to confound, a gross mistake and error. Do not beat yourself up. You can change your route and your pathway. If things are headed south for you and it's not good, you can make decisions to better your situation. What can you do for you at this time? What can you improve? Approve. Okay, so maybe you feel the need that you're the one that has to give approval to somebody else or somebody has to give approval to you. Just know that you get that from yourself. Okay, you validate yourself by understanding your worth and value and by living your authentic life for you. That's how you give yourself the authority to do what it is and live your life. You don't need the approval of other people. Submit. Again, the energy, it just keeps going around in circles. This is a cycle. The cycle has not ended yet. Break the cycle. End that shit. Submitted to, yield, or surrender, to refer to a state as claim, to surrender, to acquiesce, to suffer without complaint. What else can we get for a I almost said a fiacus. Interesting. This is December 18th to January 18th. The fiacus is November 30th to December 17th. So that would be, maybe you're on the cusp of it. And remember, these are the original 13 zodiacs before they changed them to 12. What else can we get for Sagittarius? That's interesting. Because the 12 zodiac, November would be what? Scorpio? Or is that at the beginning of November? What else we got here? Yeah. 10 of Cups in reverse. Fuck. There's 2 kids involved here, too. They've kind of turned their back on their parents, which is weird. Maybe they haven't fully said it, but they've spiritually decided they've turned their back on their parents. And I don't know why exactly. Maybe because things are being done in the dark, or things are coming to the light that was not told before. Or maybe this Queen of Coins in reverse has an influence on them. Somebody with a lot of money, or just somebody that's got a shadow side to themselves that they don't show. If you look at this here, she sits in this chair, right? And then she's almost got the identical shape right next to her that she's not acknowledging. So she could have a huge impact on whoever wants to go on their journey. Let's say this is you, the 9 of Coins, independent, smart, beautiful, whether masculine or feminine. You're well-to-do for yourself and you built a life for yourself, and then maybe you got into a third party, or you started listening to other people, or even this Queen of Coins in reverse, and that kind of turned you upside down there. It could also mean that you're not a fool for the bull BS, right? But whatever it is, it's ended into the strength, okay? That could be fears as well. Don't let them get in the way. Yeah, the Empress in the upright. And then what do we got here? We got the World. It came out in the reverse, but I picked it up in the upright. So it's ultimately in your hands. It's up to you. You know better. You've seen it all. Your gut feelings tell you when something's off or when somebody's trying to persuade you to do their dirty work for them. You know already, and you sit highly on your pink pillow there, your crown chakra. You know what's going on. You know what you've done or what you haven't done. You know what other people have done and what they haven't done. You know what's been hidden. You see the duality of it. And yet, for some reason, the Ten of Cups is in reverse. Why would that be? What are you holding on to that you haven't released? Okay. What are you holding on to? See how she has two... You remember that race? How they have to pass that little baton? They have to pass it to the next one. Because the next one's running ahead of them. You know, this is a collective This is a collective group effort. This is an effort for all of us. Right? We're supposed to be learning together as a team. We're supposed to be good with each other. And the battery power is low. It's at 15%. 1 in 5 is 6. That could be to do with a Cancerian. You know better. And you have the star above your head too. That's judgment. That's guidance. That's the astral realm. And again, she has it above her head too. All of them are pointing to what haven't you let go of? What are you clinging to? Or what are you not doing for yourself? Whatever it is, you have to make a judgment call. You have to decide. What else can we get here? Grievance. Okay. Wrong suffered caused by a cause of complaint, trouble, to grieve, cause grief, to deplore, to feel grief, sorrow, or to lament. Maybe you're in the grief of a loss of your gifts, or grief of a loss of a loved one, or grief of a loss of financial stability, or grief of a loss of just like foundation, your whole stability. If this is you, or if this is somebody you know, because you could be the one on the outside. Okay, this could be this energy here, looking in on all this and seeing all this happen. And maybe they're the ones going on their journey and they're doing their own thing. But whoever you are, masculine or feminine, this Empress energy, I'm picking up on feminine. You know exactly what's going on. You know exactly what's going on. Okay. Let's get a past life oracle card here for Sagittarius. Snakes. Okay, we had two come out here. We got Greco-Roman. This could be, you could be a descendant of this, or this is the person that we're talking about in specific. That's Ten of Cups is in reverse. And spirituality and religion have a huge freaking impact. There's the same vehicle that drove past me once and they're driving past me again. So maybe you're reliving some of the shit in the past and you're having to go through that. Ironware, iron worked up into utensils, tools. This is something that's being created. Iron. That could be FE. That could be, oh, they're swerving and trying to create dust or do whatever that they do in a Jeep. And I think they're turning around again. That's interesting. Oh, no, they're turning. So whoever this is in the Jeep or the four-wheeler there, black vehicle, who they're causing a lot of stir up, a lot of chaos. They're trying to get your attention and create distraction. Soil, to sully, to tarnish. Okay, this could be a smear campaign, which is shit. I hate that. To, if it's not the truth spoken about somebody, the full truth, okay, or what needs to be said, a person's truth, what they experienced, what they went through, then it's a smear campaign, especially if you're talking shit about people behind their back and not out in the public to the face. Nature, to feed, indoors with green fodder, to tarnish, dirt, to tarnish the upper stratum of the earth. Okay, this brings me back to the earth card here. Tarnishing what? Are you leaving out your gifts? You're tarnishing what? What are you tarnishing? Or is somebody else tarnishing it for you? The upper stratum of the earth, to mold, to loam, earth, land, country. This could be connections to people that you know in other countries. They could have an impact on you. Maybe you're a business person and you're seeing what's happening in a business and maybe you're not saying anything, or this has impacted your life solely. Other people have impact on your life or they brought certain things in. Maybe you're just turning to spirituality and religion now, going on your journey, okay, which is good. That's good. Do it for you, nobody else. You do it for you, okay? Maybe your children or your own interfamily. Greco-Roman, I'm seeing a lot of pillars. So this is like I'm seeing a lot of judgment. But then the clouds clear and then the light comes down and shines it on all the judgment that's going on here. The wrongful judgment. The shit that was said just about a person's authentic self. Like, oh, they carry themselves this way, or oh, they look like that, or oh, they drive that, or oh, they have that kind of house, or oh, they have that kind of, those materialistic bullshit crap. That kind of judgment on people, or oh, they're gay, or oh, they're whatever it is. If you're still thinking like that, that's old programming. Get out of that state of mind. If you know somebody that's like this and you disapprove, but you really love them, speak up and say something. Be like, why? Why do you got to say that? Why do you got to be that way to that person? What is it that you're holding internally that you're projecting onto them so badly? Why are you so unhappy that you got to be so fucking mean to this person their entire life? Or if you're not standing up to your higher ups, let's say this Queen of Cups this Queen of Coins in reverse. And this is the person that's been making the judgment calls but doesn't even take a look at their own shadow over here. And that's what's led you into, or even themselves, into the Ten of Cups in reverse. You know what I'm saying? Think for yourself. Free will. You get to decide what you do with your life. Okay? If you want to do something, then you do it for you. And if this is having an impact on children down the road, I'm really sorry about that. That's terrible. I hate the fact that children are used as pawns. It's not fair. But I do understand both sides of this and why it happens. Okay, past life for Sag. Scribe or writer. Maybe that's something you're interested in and that's in your bloodline to do. Maybe you're meant to write. Maybe you're meant to document. Maybe you're meant to speak your truth and tell your side of the story, what happened to you. Maybe you're meant to write your new script for your life and how it's going to go for you and your highest purpose, not out of lower vibrational frequencies. And I put that right over the Archer. So this could have to do with love life, you know, Cupid. Maybe you're meant to start new, start over. Okay, can we get a Love Life deck oracle card here? Love Life for Sagittarius. S.A. Sea Angel. Okay. Stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. You're learning new things about your family members. Or things are coming out that were hidden. And love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. I'm getting the whole Eight of Cups energy going on your journey, doing what's best for you. So maybe you are this Empress and you know exactly what's going on. Self-love is the highest, one of the highest, and authenticity, self-love, high vibrational frequency. You want to keep up there. I'm not talking about kissing yourself in the mirror unless you want to, but I'm saying appreciating you for all you've been through, your inner child, what they suffered through, the fact you're still here, the fact that you survived, the fact that you've lived this long to tell a story and tell your truth and speak your truth, the fact that you've been sabotaged by others or people have said cruel things to you, or you've been in a relationship for a long time that's been suppressing you, or you've suppressed yourself because you're worried about old ways of thinking and old traditions. Okay? Love yourself. Ooh. The dragonfly. To me, this is symbolic for my past stepfather. Be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. There was a lot of unsaid things and unspoken things and unhealed things that he left behind. My stepfather, who recently left us a few months ago. And for the fact that this is coming out right now, maybe you know somebody that has not spoken their truth, or maybe you have the opportunity to speak your truth, but you haven't done it. So this is definitely a message here, not just for myself, but for you as well, the viewer. Be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. So speak your truth. Speak your truth. Okay? Love yourself. No harm to her shall come. Ooh, set. Paradise. Happiness, expansion, joy, good catch. Playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other's company. Where did that go? Those two. They tried to escape over here. Healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Maybe people are still trying to keep you in a toxic relationship or addiction or something like that. Since it's hiding over there, it's yet to come to light what people have done in the dark. Certain things maybe they've done to you or somebody that you know. And what else is hiding over here? Addiction. Okay, certain addictions. Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. Maybe you're being blocked or somebody's blocking you, or you could very well be the one blocking yourself or somebody else. Whatever it is, you got the paradise in between. So you find the balance for yourself and you cut out all this other crap, especially backstabbing, anything like that, or separate yourself away from people that are backstabbing. Don't be the fool, okay? You could still be the fool this way, but in a good way for yourself when it comes to going on your healing journey, getting in touch with your inner child and stuff like that. We got one sticking out here. Yeah, 8 of clubs. So there's lack of movement right now because it's in the reverse. Could just be stubborn ways, or this other person that you know is being stubborn. And judgment in reverse. So the gifts are right there. They're right there. They're accessible. And calling out to them without doing any of the shadow work is not going to help. If somebody else is calling out and they want justice or they want fairness or they want things to go a certain way, but they're doing none of the shadow work. Where is she? Over here. This could be a he too. The Queen of Coins in reverse. Yeah, if they're not doing their shadow work, or you're not doing your shadow work, and you want certain things to go a certain way because maybe they've been that way for a while, but the tables are turning, the wheel of fortune is turning. If this work over here is not done, see that? Then you can't quite have your fulfillment just yet. Not saying that can't change or can't change for them. You could just be the bystander looking at all this being like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I have no idea what's going on. But if you're the high priestess, yeah, you do. You know exactly what's going on. Okay, hopefully that helps.